Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on, turn on, you bastard. Hold on, man. I'm trying to get D-Light to start up. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Brad. Says I'm live, but it won't show me on there. Um, I don't know. Well, of course. Winner, chicken dinner. When we went to that auction yesterday and picked up that stuff, um, Kevin got that garden tractor. I got a propane refrigerator, refrigerated condiment tray, um, air hood, that goes over your stove, and some lids and a warmer. And right now, uh, the refrigerated condiment trailer, the air hood, and the warmer all work. The propane stove I haven't got, or refrigerator I haven't got hooked up yet. For what I paid for it, it's all winner chicken dinner. Because restaurant stuff's expensive. So, let's see. We'll go back out of here. Come back in. Carry the one. Dot the I. Across the T. Make sure the H has got a line across her. See if it works now. Hell, I don't know. Something's wrong with it. But Kevin did pretty good on that lawnmower. So as soon as I can figure this out, I'll be right with all my attention. Hmm. Good morning, Eddie. Nice to see you. I'm trying to figure out why D Live won't start up. I mean, it's on, but it says I'm streaming live on D Live, but it's no video or no nothing else showing. Huh. Oh, let's see. I did this once before. I got to figure it out. I know, I know. Don't worry about that. Well, I gotta worry about it. Huh. I don't know why it ain't starting. Oh. Well, I guess won't be no D Live today. Good morning, Johnny. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Anyways, okay, the stream key. All right, there, cornbread. Let me check. Huh. I'll have to do it after because you got to do the stream key before you stream, I believe. So nice to see you, cornbread. I have no idea why. Well, Cab 7 was on yesterday and he invited me up, so I had to go up on what the hell is it, Zoom or something. And the last time I did that, it did the same damn thing, and I can't remember what. Zoom changes everything. So I have no idea. Oh. Yeah, it says I'm live on DY, but it's not broadcasting. So yeah, I'm gonna have to probably wait till I'm not streaming. So well, everybody that's on DY can get on YouTube. So It was Cab 7 in Zoom. So they had karaoke night. So I'm probably in D-Live jail, Gene. Hell, I don't know. But I was in karaoke last night. You know, with my musical talent. Hell, y'all know I can do that. Yes, sir. No. I got I got my music broadcasted all over the internet yesterday. Sent you a pic. Picture pages, time to get your picture pages, time to get your paper and your pencil. Uh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. There we go. I'll show that to you because that exactly reminds me of um, Michigan there, Gene. Let me show you the picture. And you guys decide. Nope, wrong one. No. Damn it. Okay. I'm going to get rid of that one. There we go. Now we'll share that because there's only one. I had two Facebooks on there, and I went to the first one and shared it, and it was the wrong one. So I come back and I hit the second one, and it was the wrong one. So evidently it wanted to play Russian roulette. So there you go. Would you kindly fix the roads? I already was taxed to fix, so I'm causing damage. I'm not causing damage to my car. I'm taxed annually to drive, which I purchased with the income you already taxed, which sits in the driveway of my home that's highly taxed. Yeah. I didn't know you lived in Michigan there, Gene. Did you move? And why would you come here? Let's get rid of some of this stuff. There we go. Skater, skater. Oh. Yeah, hadn't had enough coffee yet. Oh. Yeah, you only visit to Michigan, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Um, if you guys could, I watched Steve's um live stream yesterday. I watched it after it got over with. I don't know if you guys seen it or not, but he could use some prayers and some support. If you can. I guess his mom um, isn't doing too good. No. Boy, damn, it's been out since 1977. Hell, one of these days I'll have to watch it. Yeah, no, my hero wasn't killed a year ago yesterday. And I'm sorry I missed it because I should have been all over Facebook saying what a worthless piece of crap he was, but that would only get me in Facebook jail. Yeah, you got to wear body armor. You're right, junkyard. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Yea, though he be cooking meth in the valley of the shadow of death, he shall fear no evil, because he is the meanest meth cooker in the world. Yeah. Yeah, welcome back, Brad. You really should get this stuff all down before you come to the stream. That way you don't have to leave and miss anything. Just saying. So, I think I got to get out there. It's sprinkled again this morning, so I think I get out there. Coffee dog. Well, you got to get a bigger cup there, Brad. It rained this morning, but I got to get out there. I got like 8 celery plants I want to get put in the ground so they can start growing. They are growing. I just want to get them in there so they can start getting the nutrients they need and start growing. Yeah. Tear down the more memorials, but the rest one for the Floyds. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got a drought. Yeah. Got Oklahoma. It's going to have a dust bowl here shortly, junkyard. No. Yeah, you got to get a bigger cup. Either that or put the coffee pot next to the computer. No. We will not tolerate absence, Brett. Oh. Yeah, Gene needs a pipeline. Only 3 pots. Yeah. Yeah. No. Christ, the kids are going to be getting out of school here shortly. What will I do then? Oh, I know. I'll barricade myself in my room. Yeah. Leave me alone. Go away. Go away. Yeah, don't let Biden know it. Yeah. Oh, Sippy Cup. I don't know why are they calling him Sippy Cup Joe? I have no idea. Oh, Sippy Cup. Yeah. Well, you know what? Jimmy Carter had to be really happy now. He's no longer the second worst president in the United States. He's the third worst. Yeah, right after, well, see, and then Obama had to be happy too because he's no longer the first worst. This schmuck we got in the office now. Mm-hmm. It's all about him and for him and his son and for everybody, all his buddies. You know, this was a money takeover. This is all this was. A cup he would keel over. Huh. Yeah, I need a coffee patch. Yeah, you need to wear a whole box of them. Gotta get my nicotine in. No. Finally finished up my deer chili yesterday. Yeah, Woodrow Wilson sucked also. Yeah, you're right. But you know, he's like fourth. He's like fourth or fifth. You know. Huh. Yeah. Well, then somebody will march up there with a white WLEM or double LM flag. No. Now, what is it? The white flag with black letters? It says BLM, or is it a black flag with white letters? No. They'll march up there with. It goes against my insane, but a White Lives Matter flag. I mean, but it actually should go up there with an ALM, All Lives Matter. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. Evidently, but these guys are too stupid to understand that, because if it's a black person killing a black person, it's totally okay. If it's a black person killing a white person, it's totally okay. If it's a black person killing a Mexican, Spanish person, or a Chinese, or you know, Korean, or any other ethnic, it's totally okay. But if it's a white or a Mexican or a black cop shooting a black person of color, it's not okay. But if it's a black cop shooting a white person or a white or anybody of white color, it's okay. I don't know how this is working. So. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to show me there, cornbread. Yeah, the chat. I brought up the chat this morning, but oh yeah, that's right. Defund the police. It's a black flag with white letters. Okay. Then what they need is a white flag with black letters. Now, if they were smart, because colors mean something in a flag, okay. Now, if they were smart, and I'm not saying they are, because you know the founder of the BLM actually tried to kill a bunch of people in Congress, okay, years ago, and then was pardoned, you know, and now this happened. I believe it's the same person. If I'm wrong, but I think I'm correct. Um, but anyways, colors mean something in a flag. So if they were going to do that, why didn't they do a black flag with red letters to symbolize the blood that has been spilled? Did you guys watch Fox last night? Oh, hell, they did a 10-minute section of all the people that's been killed, and nobody said two words about them, but, George Floyd. Yeah. I should have did a video yesterday on St. George. Yeah. Oh, St. George. Yeah, NASCAR's got a checkered flag. Yeah. Yeah, you seen that? Isn't that something? Yeah. Yeah. The New World Order took those colors in wrestling, yeah. No. Yeah, not even an honorable mention. You're right. You're right, Junkyard. Hundreds of people. And not a word. Yeah. Trayvon Martin. Oh, he was just a poor kid that was just killed by a white man. No, Trayvon Martin was a burglar that was looking to get into a house. He got caught, and he was killed by an Asian Spanish guy. But it didn't fit their narrative, so Zimmerman's a white guy. No, Zimmerman was an Asian Spanish person. And then, Mike Brown, God rest his soul. Poor kid was just trying to, show the officer some love and respect by, massaging his shoulders with his thumbs around his throat. Yeah. Huh. But he was killed by a white cop. So let's burn this city down. No, that ain't how it's. Let's burn this mother effer down. Yeah. Okay. And then, we had the guy out there that had been busted several times for selling cigarettes on the sidewalk. And Wood confronted. The guy was 6'11", 500 pounds, and he wouldn't put his hands behind his back, and he was fighting him. They finally got him on the ground, and he died. Well, I think his weight being on his lungs probably did that, but and he was a saint too. Remember that guy? Was selling cigarettes outside the cigarette store? Yeah. He'd go in, buy a pack of cigarettes, and then he'd rip them open and sell them by the cigarette, which was pissing off the store owner, which I don't blame him. So, yeah. So, there's a whole bunch of them. So, but it all started with Trayvon Martin. It did. And then Michael Brown. And then that one. And then right after that happened, remember when they went over and they shot the two cops in the head? Right? Ping! Nobody said two words about that, did they? Two officers were gunned down in the police car while they were sitting. Did they ever catch the killer? I never knew if they ever caught the killer or not. What about the 5 cops that was killed in Dallas at one time? You guys remember that? Nobody gave 2 shits about them either. They talked about it for one day. That was it. They gotta quit. They gotta quit dividing this country by making it us against them. It's a damn shame. Well, that ain't no good, Gene. Yeah, would you rather be blacktopped or asphalted? I don't think there's a difference. Good morning there, Big Steven. Oh. You still here, Kevin? Yeah, they want to start a war. That's what they want to do. Okay, I appreciate that. There you go. I appreciate that. Oh, I can't even do a lemon drop. So. I sent you an invite. I didn't know if you were coming up or not. No. I got to go wake up the bride. Yep, the only way you think you can do is just chat. You're right. Yeah, you lemon broke? No, I. Well, I'm almost lemon broke. I paid Matt give me 1,000 lemons a couple weeks ago to ban Steve for 3 months, and I said no, I couldn't do that. So um, I ended up paying him back. Um, I give him back his 1,000 lemons. I give him back 999. I said there is interest, and then I give him two more. So yeah, I know Steve's mom's not doing good there, Brad. Yeah, I mentioned that this morning already, and when Steve comes, if Steve wants to come up, he can tell us all about it. Let me get a cup of coffee and wake up Cat. Do do do. It is. I have to join that there, junkyard. Yeah, it is nice. Welcome, Jeff. Oh. Huh. Iron Dog D Live is live. Huh. There it is. Hey, everybody. Huh. Iron Dog D Live is live. It's about time it turned on. Don't know what's wrong with it. So. Pop out the chat so I have it. I had a hell of a good dinner last night. Kathy, she cut up a bunch of potatoes, seasoned them with garlic and pepper and salt and onion powder and stuff like that, and oil, and then asparagus. She did asparagus with some salt and Parmesan cheese and oil, and then she cleaned some mushrooms, and we had steak. So she got everything prepped, and I turned on the oven, put the stuff in the oven. I did the potatoes for about an hour and 10 minutes in there, all chunked up, and those things turned out good. I know it means my ass is dragging, that's right. And the asparagus, I was in there for like 25 minutes. But I used one of that old steel frying pan that I just got. I put that in the oven and let them bake in the oven like that instead of heating up the stovetop. So, and I went out and I grilled the steaks. It was a pretty good dinner. Damn tasty. We worked good together. So. Good morning, Fisher. Nice to see you. Kalu, good morning. Oh, he's making coffee, I think. So. But them people are in Fisher. They are in the YouTube chat. I've got YouTube and D Live running. So, well, thank you there, Cornbread. Hey, that sounds pretty good there, Junkyard. Do a steak kebab? Yeah. So. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We got leftover steak, and I think, I don't know, maybe I had to cut it all up and have a steak salad tonight. That sounds pretty good. Hey, just cut it up. And you warm up the steak a little bit, and then toss it on your salad. So you don't have cold steak, but you got a nice warm steak. Mm-hmm. So, did you want an invite, Stephen? So, so all right. Are you coming up, Kevin, or what? Do do do. You look like you feel. You feel like you look. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. IV antibiotics. Well, thank you there, Big Steven. That's right. That's right. I keep forgetting you're Fisher 1234. I'm sorry, Brad. Oh, I'm so sorry. Couldn't get D-Light to start this morning. Finally, 40 minutes later, it starts up. It wouldn't start. Then all of a sudden, it just, someone said, D-Light, your chat's up, or your live. I start to turn on. There I am, looking lovely as ever. No, I don't care. You tell it to me all the time. You may not have a lot of brains, but what you don't have in brains, you make up for good looks and common sense.
Really?
That's what you tell me.
Good looks and common sense, you ain't got much.
Yeah.
Good morning, Dogfather.
You'd be surprised what I have.
Yeah, I know exactly what you got. You got a police helmet and a notepad with a paper.
Well, I'll make sure the face guard is real close. That way I can make the windows. Dean says, hit him, Kathy.
Right. I gotta go get coffee. I'll be right back. It just got done. Ugh. Slap me in the face right now so I can be awake.
I don't know if I could stop. All right, Cornbread, you have yourself a good one, man. Take care. That was a damn good dinner last night, Cal. Did you hear what we should have tonight for dinner? We'll get some salad mix and have a steak salad tonight. That sounds pretty good. Cut up that steak and throw it on the salad. That way it'd be healthy.
What are you doing?
No, she don't know. She can't even tell you where she's at.
What you just said? Tell your sister get up.
Take care, Brad. Just a second. I gotta say something to Kathy.
What a morning, I'll tell you.
If Kathy throws something, tell her hi for me. Well, Junkyard, I'll tell Kathy hi, but she didn't throw nothing at me. I just had to talk to her for a second. Something that doesn't involve the YouTube D Live community. Well, that's pretty cool to enjoy. Enjoy, don't you still live underneath all them power lines? Is that you that lives there? I'm trying to remember. All right, I'll tell you, Jeff. I said, can you believe that Jeff's Hughes? And she says, no, I can't believe him. I said, me either. You should have seen that simplicity he got there, Jeff. That's actually a nice tractor for what he paid for it. I was into it for $80, so I thought that was you. I can't. I'm not a very smart feller, but what I make up in what I don't have for brains, I make up for good looks and common sense. Yeah, the moon is gone. So
You know, that's a sign of being conceited.
no, it's not. I'm telling you the truth. I got common sense and I'm good looking. I can't help it. You all don't come up to the standards of me. But
Do you stand in the mirror and say, man, I'm so good looking?
I look in the mirror and say, Jesus Christ, I'm so damn good looking. I had to be twins.
In fact, you are twins. But,
See, I told you.
ugly.
I told you. Should be twins.
Well, I went and visited Mom yesterday,
Yeah.
and it was totally a rough experience, man. I didn't like seeing her the way she was,
Yeah.
and but I had a long talk with the doctor for like an hour after I visited my mom. She said, "Can I talk to you?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." I said, "Oh God, great. She's going to tell me that my mom's going to die, right?"
Right.
And so I went into the office with the doctor, and she said, "Look, I'm going to do as much as I can for your mom." She said, the doctor was able to correct what was wrong. And so now we are going to do our damnedest to get her into physical therapy, the best physical therapy in Northern California, to get her walking again and stuff.
Right.
They said she ain't going to be 100% the same person ever again, but she'll be able to walk. She'll be able to talk. She'll be able to do things on her own.
Huh.
And she was talking to me yesterday, the first time I came into the room, and she was asleep. So I sat there for a few moments, and the initial seeing her in the bed like that, I had to drop a few tears. And then I just called her name. I said, "Hey, Mom." And she peeked open her eyes, and she goes, "Who's that?" And I said, "It's me, Steve." She goes, "That's not Steve. I know my son. That's not his voice." So I got right into her face, and I said, "Mom, look at me." And she opened her eyes real big, and she looked at me, and she said, "Oh, it is you." And I said, "Yeah, damn right, it's me." And then I just kept talking to her and stuff.
Well, that's good. Well, you're going to have to step up there, Sonny. It's a fact of reality. I went through it. My dad passed. My dad had a bad heart for like 5 years. He only had like 10% of his heart was working, and he went to work every day. And he went to work on Friday and died on Saturday. And my mom, 7 months later, had a stroke. And 8 months later, she was gone. So, and Kathy went in at the hospital, and we were taking care of her because the quality of nursing at these nursing homes and stuff is not what you think. Unless you know the person that's there, like there's a nurse there that knows the person that's in the room. That's the only way they're going to get the nursing they need. Most other people, it's just a job. They go in, "Oh, Mrs. Johnson needs your diaper change again." Not again, But hey, it's my Aunt Matilda. I got to go take care of her. Then there's a difference. And so Kathy, we would go every other day to the nursing home because it was down in Toledo. So we go every other day. And then we would go, when she moved her up here, we would go 5 days a week. And Kathy would go up there, take care of her, make sure. No.
Well, they better not treat my mom bad because I'll be in jail. I guarantee you.
Well, they had cats in the nursing home, which I don't, animals is fine because that helps people out. But I went in there, and there was a cat on top of my mom's table eating her dinner.
Yeah.
And my mom hadn't even ate yet. She was asleep. They brought her in her dinner. The cat knocked the top off and was eating her dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing yesterday that kind of got me all stuffed up. She kept calling for Precious. That's her dog, my dog.
Yeah. Well, see, animals is therapy.
Oh yeah, Jeff. I kept asking my mom all kinds of things. I said, "Mom, what's your name? Mom, what's your address? Mom, what's your phone number? Mom, what's your social security number?" And she told me everything.
Yeah, but that's her short-term memory. What about her long-term memory?
I don't know. She may not even know my dad anymore. I don't know. And she did give me her debit card yesterday in her wallet, and she told me to take care of everything for me, son. So I know what that means. I got to pay bills.
Yeah.
Yep, and I have to go get my mother's paycheck, and I have to put it into the bank for her, and then I got to pay her bills. I got to pay my, most notably, the PG&E bill, our internet bill, the car note, and the car insurance.
Well,
Those are the only things I see right now that need to be paid.
I wouldn't worry about the internet bill. Okay. I'd pay the bills that you need to pay, your gas bill, your electric bill, and your car payment, and the car insurance, and the rent. I wouldn't worry about the internet or the TV. That stuff is a luxury. Everything else is a necessity.
But if I lose the internet, then I won't be around to talk to you guys.
Well, you've got your phone. Your phone has data and internet on it.
My mom's phone does.
I'm just saying, there's bills that you don't need. Like, if I didn't want to do the live streaming and stuff and didn't want to get on the computer, we wouldn't have internet. And if I didn't like the History Channel and the Discovery Channel and some of the National Geographic Channel and the stuff that Kathy watches, we wouldn't even have, cable TV.
You watch National Geographic?
Yes.
Who would have thunk?
That's about the only, and I watch the ID channel, and Grit, and Ion, and Me TV.
Oh, I like Me TV.
So
reruns of Gunsmoke and down, 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 down. What was that one? Bonanza.
Petticoat Junction, Green Acres, Gilligan's Island,
Green
Acres is the Emergency. So, how you doing there, Grizzly? I'm sorry, we got a late start on the D Live. I turned it on, but it didn't start for like 45 minutes after the show had already started. So, and I really don't know if the people your mom worked for, if they're going to give you her check or not.
Already took care of that. I talked to the store manager, and he understands what's going on, and he said, "Yeah, come get the check."
Okay, because a lot of places will not give that out for the simple reason it's a paycheck. But another thing is her Social Security and everything else is on it.
Yeah.
So that's right. Green Acres is the place to be.
We're going to be screwed, and I already know that.
Go ahead.
We're going to lose the car.
Why are you going to lose the car?
Because next month.
No, they usually if you're behind 2 payments, they'll come get it on the third payment. If you're not behind, that gives you 30-40 days to start rounding up some money there, Steve. I'd start selling all your non-essential shit that you have that you don't really need. If it's a choice between survival and keeping stuff, you go into survival mode and start liquidating. I'm just telling you, I'm trying to help you out and give you a perspective of what happens. If I was going to lose my house tomorrow, I would sell everything I have for whatever I could get out of it today.
So I sell all my shit, and what do I do? Sit here and twiddle my thumbs?
Well, what I'm trying to say is, if you haven't got internet, you can't play your computer games anyways. Okay. I'm just trying to tell you, keep one item and then get rid of the rest. I got like 50 steins in my cabinet over here. They're all collectible steins. But if I was, losing money or bleeding out money or going to the point where I'm going bankrupt and I can't make another payment, I'd start selling stuff for whatever I could get out of it.
Because if I don't have anything to keep me freaking occupied, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to start drinking
Hi,
again.
Linda. Good morning, Linda. You're looking lovely as ever. And by the way, Maul Barker, you are too. So, looking lovely as ever, Maul. So, I'm just saying, keep one thing that you want, and then start liquidating. Because if it comes to making your payments of being homeless, all right, if you're homeless, what are you gonna do? Walk around with a shopping cart full of that stuff because you didn't want to sell it then. I'm just trying to give you a perspective.
I have a contingency plan for my stuff if that happens.
She could be laid up.
Yeah, Kathy said you don't even know how long she's going to be laid up.
You're
She could be
already
out of the hospital and back to work within 3 or 4 months. Right, Kathy?
For God's sakes, that's what we're hoping, yeah.
Well, why talk about what else is going to happen? You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
See,
So
what I'm hoping
praying.
is that Safeway and the UFCW will put my mom on sick leave. If they do
should.
that, she still gets paid.
Does your mom have a disability plan through there?
I don't know, but she's got a retirement and a pension coming.
Right.
I'm sure she
But a lot of times you gotta pay for a short-term disability. That's what I did when I worked for the trucking company. I paid, what was it, $8 every 2 weeks or something like that for a short-term disability. Okay. And when I did, I paid that for like 2.5 or 3 years, and I'm glad I did, because when I did that and I went on disability, I got $500 a week to live off them until I got it for, what did I get it for, Cap? 8 months or 6 months? 6 months. I think it was 6 months. And in 6 months, I finally got my Social Security. So, you know, but if she's got a short-term disability, I don't know what it's going to pay her, because it goes on your income or whatever. I maxed out with mine. That's the most I could get was $500 a week. But yeah, I know. At most point, you're right, because at one point in time in our lives, everybody's had to give up something they didn't want to give up.
Right.
So
And you didn't even, you weren't even sick.
yeah, I just couldn't move.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sick. I just couldn't. I couldn't walk. I couldn't move. I had no motor functions that was working right. So
You still know.
I know. And then so yeah, 'cause according to my doctor, when they took me off,
Bullshit aside, it was like you could work and then.
yeah, I could work a couple of hours or 8 hours, and then next thing you
all
know,
of a sudden they took you right off.
yep.
Good morning, Boo Boo.
'Cause I worked. I went to work on a Monday, and 6 days later, or 5 days later, I was permanently disabled.
You don't know. You give up a lot. I've lost.
Well, my sister is already. See, my sister is a lot more smarter than me. Okay, that's just the way it is.
You
She's
kidding?
already filled out a bunch of paperwork for my mom.
Well, there you go.
She spent a whole day at the hospital with my mom filling out financial papers.
There you go.
She found the
Yeah.
hospital found this program where my mom can get all of her hospital fees waived.
Right.
Oh, and if she needs medical help at home, she can get that.
Yeah, she can get hospice.
Yeah. Well, hospice is for when you die, but
Yeah.
she can get nursing to come in and stuff. So yeah,
Because I was thinking, what if my mom has trouble taking a shower?
they'll come in and
That's
help
what
her.
People, they have
I
jobs.
work my mom's ass if I got to.
Yeah.
I love her enough to do that. I'm not gonna let her shit on herself.
I understand that, but they have nurses that'll come in every day and give your mom a bath.
Your mom got Medicaid?
No, does your mom got Medicaid?
She has Kaiser
Kaiser.
Permanente insurance.
Yeah, it's,
They usually pay that.
they'll probably pay it.
Okay, then when before she gets discharged, when they knock her down from ICU down to a normal room, should ask.
Yeah. So
They could have that all set up when she goes home.
right. There's people in the hospital that will help you guys figure this all out. You go to their um, it's I can't remember what they call it. They're called stabilizations or something like that. And what they do is they make sure you're stable to go home, and they help you with your paperwork to get you started, to get people to come in to help you with your mother, to get they'll come in and help you clean. They'll help you with your mother. They'll help her dress. They'll help her give her a bath. They'll help her prepare food and everything.
Well, I need to tell my sister about that so she can get that going on. Because I ain't worried about the food and the cleaning. I got that handled.
Right.
I already signed up. I found 2 places yesterday that's going to send me emergency food boxes.
Well, that's good.
It ain't going to be much food, but it'll be something.
Something better than nothing. Check your local churches and stuff. They're because they do food banks and stuff like that. So.
Yep, they're all drive-through right now in California too. You just drive right up, pop your trunk, and they load you up.
Right.
Plus,
I was at doing that farmers market the other day, and this guy pulled up, and he had a whole pickup load full of boxes of food. And some woman come over and she said, "Hey, you guys want some free food?" And I said, "No, not really." She said, "Well, there's milk and stuff like that. You guys can use some milk." I said, "Where do you get this from?" She said, "Well, they did it at a church, and they had a bunch of boxes left over, and they asked this guy how many he wanted. He said, "Hell, I'll take a whole pickup load." And they brought them over there to the farmers market, and they were giving them away for free. So we got 3 gallons of milk, but they do that. I guess they do that here all the time. So. Yeah, your mom will probably end up going to a nursing home for some physical therapy for a while.
Yeah, they already mentioned that. It's going to be in Vallejo, which is about 30 miles, 40 miles away from here.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you took in your grandma with you to go over and see your mom, that would probably help.
Probably this morning we're going to do that.
Yeah, you got to. Mom Barker said there's help out there. You just got to look and check it out. They're not going to come to you. You're right. No. That's right.
Yep, that's going to be me, Linda. And my mom's been taking care of me for years, so the least I can do is take care of her. Well, shit is pretty much hitting the fan, Linda.
Well, our thoughts and prayers are with you. So.
Thank you.
You can contact these churches and stuff because a lot of these churches have help where you can get your utilities paid and stuff like that. They'll pay your gas bill, your light bill, and stuff, stuff like that, or help you with your rent. They won't pay cable bills and internet bills and stuff like that, but they'll pay your your lights, your gas, and they'll help you with your house, your rent and stuff. But I would check into that. I'd call around to all the churches and ask them if they have any financial help for you. Tell them, explain the situation, what's going on.
I'll have to check that out. I know one church that probably will help me because I know the ladies there, they all love us.
Yeah, there you go. So,
They wanted us to join the church because we met a bunch of people at the food bank,
right?
and they said, you guys are really great people. Do you want to come to our church? And I was all for it. I said, yeah, sure. I need some God in my life. But my mom was like, she's not a very much religious person.
Well, you really don't. You don't have to be religious. You know, um, like I said, I'm not a religious person, but I do believe in the hereafter. I do believe in the Almighty. You know, and I know every day I fall short of the glory of God. I know every day I do, but that doesn't mean I don't try to be better every day. And Kathy's right. They'll even help you with your gas for your car so you can get back and forth to doctor appointments and all the other stuff. You know, you just gotta ask. You gotta know you gotta know. A lot of people don't know it, but you just gotta ask the right questions to the right people. Yeah, if you need help, ask somebody to give you a hand. Have your sister come over and help once in a while. You know.
Yeah, she already is. She will.
I mean, you guys babysit her daughter, don't you?
Yep.
So, the least, I mean, that's the least they can do is come over and help. You know, it's her mother too. Have your brother. You said your brother's not in good health. Well, he may not be in good health, but is he married?
No, they ain't married.
Okay, but he's got a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Live in?
Yeah, and 2 kids.
Okay, well, then they're married. Um, yeah, he can come over and help even though he's not feeling good, or his girlfriend can come over and help. I mean, after all, that's their grandmother. The grandkids' grandmother.
They live kind of far away. I don't know. And my brother works.
How far apart? How far away do they live?
Come out here.
How far away do they live?
At least 3-4 hours away.
Oh, well, wouldn't hurt for them to come for a day or so. Spend the day there. Shut that door when you walk out.
I don't know what's going on with my brother. I talked to him yesterday, and I looked at him on the cell phone picture video, whatever that was.
Yeah.
And he didn't look good. My sister-in-law said that he's having a problem with his ribs or something. But
yeah.
he looked effed up. I mean, like he was on something.
Bad case of meth.
I don't know. He is an ex-addict.
Well, that could be all that catching up to him. You guys have a good day at school. Got your mask? Love ya. Oh, love you too, Papa. Yeah.
Grizz over here says, Steve, if it comes to you not having games, then that's what it is. Comes to. If I don't have games, I'm gonna go nuts.
Well, no, you got to do what you got to do. That's what I just got done saying. You got to give up something. And at one point in everybody's life, everybody's give up something for for a reason. And if it becomes between you getting on your internet and playing your games, or you having a house over your head, a roof over your head, you give up the internet games. That's it. No, there's just there's no two ways about it. You have to give. It's give and take. Um,
I mean,
I'll
I'd
give a
quit selling my other shit if I really, really, absolutely freaking have to, but I'm not selling my Game Boy because
well.
I
You
have
can
to have something. I have to have something to keep my mind occupied,
get a deck
or
of
else
cards.
I'll get into shit.
Get a deck of cards.
Oh yeah, a deck of cards.
I'm just telling you. If you don't have internet, how do you play Game Boy?
You
Okay.
don't need internet to play a Game Boy, dog.
Well, then don't sell the Game Boy, but sell all your other stuff. Keep your Game Boy. Okay. But what I'm trying to tell you is, a lot of times, if it's getting to the point where you don't think you're going to have money to do this, you're going to have to get rid of something. We've all done it. I mean, Rinda says sell your watches. That's right. Keep one watch and sell the rest of them. Have that watch and say, hey, this is the one my dad gave me. And then, he would want us to sell the rest of the stuff so we'd have a place to live. I'm just trying to tell you, you have to give in order to receive. Okay? And it's just a fact of life. Like I told you, if I had to and was broke and couldn't make a payment, or I was going to be on the street, I'd sell everything I had that I did not need to make that payment. And it's just a fact of life. I would sell my TVs. I would sell everything that I didn't need to make that payment, so we'd have a roof over our house or over our head, plus electricity and gas, something to keep warm, and food. I don't need TV. I got cards here. We can play cards all day. For
I'll tell
entertainment.
you what, if it comes down to that shit, then I'll do it. But if it looks like it ain't gonna be like that, then I ain't gonna do it.
Well, I understand that, but I seen your live stream yesterday, and that's the way you were putting it. That you guys are going to lose everything. Well, if you're going to lose everything, start getting rid of stuff.
Yeah, I get rid of stuff, and that helps me pay the stuff for 1 month.
Well, all right. Then in the second month, you're homeless. Okay. But if you don't pay it, the first month you're homeless, and then you got a shopping cart full of stuff you can't, you're carting around because you're homeless. That's what I'm getting at. I'd rather have one more month so I can figure out what the hell I'm going to do next month than to be out of the house today and then now I got 19 pickup loads of stuff. What am I going to do with it?
Thank God that my grandmother pays the rent, or we'd be freaking screwed.
Yeah. Okay. You're
My
not going to
grandmother
be homeless.
pays full rent with her pension and retirement.
Got to get your gun there, junkyard. I hear them wild hogs are good eating. Yeah, it's about surviving and staying in the house. All right, even if your grandma pays the rent, a lot of good is to stay in that house if you don't have electricity and gas. And do you got to pay your own water bill?
No.
Okay, so you got water, but you ain't got no gas to heat the water, or you ain't got no electricity.
We pay for gas and electric. We pay for gas, electric, and garbage.
Okay. What's that, Kath?
Grandma pays the rent, so he at least has a place to live.
Yeah, you at least got a place to live, but grandma's paying the rent.
There's some people like us.
Yeah.
You don't have a place to park your ass.
Right, it gives you a place to park your ass, and all you just,
I said people like us.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't hear what you're saying. People like us, what?
But if we didn't pay the rent, we wouldn't have a place. He's at least got his grandma paying
Yeah.
the rent, so they got a place.
Yeah, you got a place now. You got to just get your utilities and your car covered.
What I'm saying is they don't have to worry about that part.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to worry about your rent. You just got to worry about your food, electric, car insurance, car payment. So.
Hey, junkyard. That's food, man.
That's right. You get through it. You need an assault gun. That's right there, junkyard. Oh.
Yeah, I know. Like if I lose the internet over here or whatever, I could use my mom's phone, or I could go to the damn library. My mom's phone is pretty much permanently paid for by my sister's mother-in-law.
Why is that? They have a family plan?
No, she's just paying it because we take care of my niece Lily.
Oh, okay.
And already this morning, my sister is going to be coming to pick up grandma and go visit mom. And when they come back, they're going to go grocery shopping for us. And the mother-in-law has, said, buy anything, buy everything, fill up their fridge. So.
Huh.
Talked to my grandpa yesterday, and he was in shambles. I felt hella bad. My grandpa don't cry, and he was crying like a baby.
That's your mom's dad?
Yeah. And my Uncle Jerry works at a casino in Nevada. But he's kind of a stuck-up asshole.
Yeah.
I don't think that he's going to provide any help for us.
Huh.
Hell, he barely even talks to us because he doesn't get along with his mother, which is my grandma.
I was the only one. My siblings didn't have.
Because my grandma's ornery as ever.
Yeah, when Kathy's mom took a turn for the worse, Kathy was the only one. Her brother or sister didn't help. Hell, they didn't even come around until she started to depart. And within, a month?
1 month before she passed.
Yeah, 1 month before she passed away, they started coming around again.
My Uncle Jerry has always looked down on us because, we ain't rich like he is.
Well, wealth isn't determined by monetary. You can have all the money in the world and still be the poorest person in the world. Okay? Wealth is what you make of it. If you have a good family, a good life, you're wealthier than all the richest men in the world. If you got good friends, good family, good life, you're wealthy beyond all belief. It doesn't matter about money. Money is material. I mean, it does help, but I'd rather be loved and liked and looked up to by people than to be rich and despised by people. Three-acre swimming pool. That's a hell of a big cement pond there, Junkyard.
You know what's crazy?
What?
My grandma's in the room asleep right now,
Yeah.
but I can hear my mom snoring in the other room. That must be PTSD.
PTSD. Who's got PTSD?
Maybe me.
Oh, my ass. That syndrome.
Yeah, your ass is big.
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you. But no, I swear, I can hear snoring, and I don't think it's my grandma.
Maybe your mom come home in the middle of the night. I couldn't take
Yeah.
it no more. Yeah, I got to take your rod and reel there, Junkyard. Go swim or go fishing.
Yeah, my Uncle Jerry works for, he actually basically runs the dang casino out there, the Golden Nugget Casino in Reno, Nevada.
Yeah. Does he talk like this? Hey, you mess with me, we'll find you a place with cement shoes to sit.
He wishes.
And Junkyard says it's not your grandma snoring, it's not your mother snoring, it's your grandma passing gas.
Yeah, that's right.
Chainsaw.
That's right, Grizz.
Oh.
And yes, I know if I had a job that would help. I know that, Grizz.
Well, he was talking about you should have monetized your channel a couple years ago. All that, may not
It
be
ain't
much.
gonna bring shit.
Huh?
It ain't gonna bring shit.
Hey, if you make $300 a year, that's $300 more a year than you had.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm only averaging like $105 a month. I was doing 150, but I'm not getting the watch time on YouTube no more. So,
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm already in the process of being monetized. The application has been submitted and everything. It's just that I don't have the hours yet.
well, you got to start doing more. You have to start. You have to get 4,000 hours, which means 77 hours of watch time a week. So you got to, at least do 2 live streams or whatever a week, 2 or 3.
I was thinking about taking my mom's phone since I have her phone, and I was going to start walking in the mall, the shopping mall.
Yeah.
Because we have a big giant mall that I could easily I could walk a few miles in that sucker.
Okay.
And I think it'd be kind of cool to walk in the mall and look at all the fine women and all the cool stuff that's there.
Yeah. There you go. You could do Uber, deliver food.
Yeah, or I could do Uber or DoorDash with the car. Oh, God.
Right.
Time.
A lot of times, yeah, you have, when you're doing videos in an area like that, a store or something, people get upset, because a lot of times you got to ask these people if it's okay to video. So,
Oh, hell, I don't give a shit. I ain't gonna ask nobody shit.
Yeah,
Not
but
like
when
a
you
dick.
put it, when you put it on YouTube and they see it on YouTube and they complain to YouTube, they can take your channel away from you.
Yeah. Yeah, but all I'm gonna be doing is walking in the mall with a cell phone face towards me to,
Oh, well, all right. If you're doing it face towards you, then that's something different. But if you're facing it towards everybody else. Good morning, Matthew. How are you doing? Nice to see you.
good morning, Nixon. Yeah. I'm just basically worried about getting my mom's bills paid for her because that's, I have to be responsible for my mom.
Yeah, you could just sell that death row freaking chain of yours.
No,
That's what's got.
hell no. Okay, no. Let's talk about something else. I ain't selling my death row chain. I've been wanting one of those for 25 years, and I
Okay,
finally got one, and I ain't selling it. I don't give a damn.
What's it
I'll
worth?
die with it.
What's it worth?
It's worth $8,000.
Then sell it and pay some bills.
No,
Pay your mom's car off.
it ain't enough
Yeah.
money.
Huh?
It ain't enough money.
It doesn't make a difference. You put $8,000 on it, that'll pay a lot of payments on it.
Sure it would, but I ain't doing it.
Well, then you don't care enough. That is plain and simple.
No, you can't. No, you can't say that.
I'd tell you what, I got stuff from my mom and dad. If I had to sell it to keep my house or keep whatever I needed to keep my family safe, I would sell it. And that's the only thing. I've only got a couple of things from my mom and dad, but I would get rid of it. So I'm telling you, I care enough that I would get rid of my most valuable possessions just to keep my family safe, warm, dry, and underneath the roof. So, don't tell me you care enough if you wouldn't sell that $8,000 piece of shit that's hanging around your neck. Because
Yeah,
that's
okay.
all it is.
I'll go right now and I'll sell it. Okay, whatever you say.
I'm just telling you, if you don't care enough to get rid of it to make sure that your family
You
is
can't
secure.
put me in that position and tell me I don't care about my mom just because I want to keep something.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you don't care enough. If you want to put that piece of material or material object above your family, there's something wrong. Because nothing material is worth more than your family.
All right, fine. I will do it. Okay.
Kathy knows I'm right. Everybody knows I'm right. I would sell my soul to make sure my family was okay. So I'm just telling you how far I would go to make sure my wife, my kids, my grandkids, or whatever, whoever lived here was healthy or was safe, warm, dry, and secure. I cut my own damn fingers off just to do it. You gotta figure out how far you would go, and then go one step further, Steve. I'm just telling you that because I'm trying to give you some advice. Don't sell it, but sell everything else. Keep that damn chain and sell everything else. But that'll help you make your car payments. That'll help you with everything else. I gotta get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. See, the point of me going to get coffee was to go get coffee, and then you still keep talking. So,
I'm at a loss of words at the moment.
well,
Doing too
I'm
much
just trying to
thinking.
tell you. This is what I've been telling you. You got to put personal things above material things. Material doesn't mean shit. All the gold in the world, all the money in the world is not worth one person. It's not. People kill for money all the time. But one person's life is worth more than anything in this world. So material things don't mean nothing. You can always get, you 20 years from now, you'll be 50 years old, 57 years old. You could buy another death chain or whatever the hell that is. You could buy another chain, $25,000. But maybe in 20 years from now, you'll be a millionaire because you got smart and you bought some Dogecoin, or you bought some crypto coin, or you bought stock in Tesla or something. See what I'm saying? You can always get that stuff later. And it doesn't do you any good anyways, because you cannot. You tell me one person that's ever took anything with them. You can't take it with you. You can put it in a casket. It don't mean you're taking it with you, because somebody can dig that casket up and take it right away from you. You can't take nothing with you. When you leave this world, you leave this world the same way you come in it, with nothing. So I'm just trying to give you a bit of advice.
Yeah, and my horoscope sounds really bad too. It says, "Hello, Stephen. It will be hard to deal with emotional issues that arise. A strong, misleading force is feeding the illusion that things are fine when they really aren't. Stop pretending that everything is going well, Libra. The sooner you face the truth, the sooner it will stop plaguing you. Confront the deception directly."
Yeah, Junkyard said it best. St. Peter won't take it. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, you can't take it to heaven with you. You can't take it to hell with you. So you might as well get rid of it. So everybody that dies, they never take nothing with them. You always see they give it to their family, or the state takes it. So,
I'm not being selfish, Brenda.
well, what we're saying is, if you got an $8,000 chain, okay, and you take it to a pawn shop, and they're gonna, because you ain't gonna sell it individually, because there ain't too many people that are willing to buy an $8,000 chain. Well, I shouldn't say willing. I intellectually intelligent enough to buy one. So if you take it to a pawn shop, they're probably going to give you $4,000 or $4,500 for it. If it's worth $8,000, you might get $5,000. I'm sure your mom's car payment is $350 a month. $5,000, that's 20 car payments, right? Close to it. 15 or 18 car payments, something like that. So you could take that, and you could set up, either make a car payment every month, or make 5 car payments or 10 car payments, and then put the rest on the back of the interest, so it lowers the payment down anyway. It takes away from the interest. Because if you put it all down on the car payment, you're still going to owe a payment tomorrow or next month. So you want to make a few payments in advance, so you don't have to worry about that for a few months. But put some on the back side, okay? And then that way it cuts down on the interest. So instead of paying $3,000 or $3,500 or $4,000 in interest on that car, you'll end up paying $2,600 interest.
Matt, you don't have to be so critical of me yet. Things have just started happening yet.
Right. Well, because the reason why, Steve, is because you're asking. Okay, you're asking, but you're not willing to take the first step.
I told you I guys will, okay?
Okay. That's all I can ask you to do is, you got to take the first step. You know, like the old saying says, God helps him that helps himself. Okay. So you got to help yourself first, and then God will help you. So and by giving, you'll get tenfold back. Okay. So if you give up something, God will make sure you get 10 times that back. Do you understand where I'm coming? Read the Bible. You'll get tenfold. Okay. It may not happen now. It may not happen in 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years. But if you give up something, you'll get something tenfold later on. It's like money in the bank.
What's that got to do with anything, Scott?
You're right there, Junkyard. You pay most of your interest up front, and then the principal in the back. So, but if you put a large deposit on the back side of it, it knocks the interest down, or the principal down, whatever you want to call it. But it takes that down. But if you put it all on at one time in the front, you walk in there and give them $10,000, you're still going to owe a payment tomorrow or next month. So you got to tell them, hey, I want to make 5 payments, and then I want to put this on the balance. So.
I don't understand what you're saying, Scott.
What to do when you... I'm thinking he's trying to tell you should have been planning for this the entire time that you've been home. Because, it doesn't matter, because you live with your mom and your grandma and stuff like that. It's a fact of life. Age hits. Okay? Now, you would have always thought your grandma would have got sick before your mother because of age. But that's not how it works. That's definitely not how it works. Kathy's brother passed away 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years in this coming February. It's 2 years ago, last February. And he's younger than me. Okay? So you never know the day or the time. So just because somebody's older and you think that, I got plenty of time because, grandma's here and she's 20 years older than mom and mom's here and I'm 20 years younger than mom, me and mom's going to be here for a long time after grandma goes. That may not be the case. So, what?
I've always thought about that. But I messed myself up,
Well, I tell you what, my oldest brother was killed when I was 16. So, tomorrow's never promised. So.
And who's going to hire a big old huge fat dude like me?
Well, you know what? Do DoorDash.
Do DoorDash?
You do have to get out to take them their stuff, but there's good money in that.
All right. Do DoorDash, Uber.
You get paid that right then.
Do a mail delivery service. They got people that want, hey, I need a letter taken across town and need it done now. And, do a delivery, a telegram
DoorDash,
service.
you can pick your own hours.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Scott? I don't need your bullshit.
Well,
I'm not blaming myself on anybody. You're saying exactly what I don't need to hear from anybody.
You could be a male stripper. Chunkendales is looking for something. Uh-oh. I can't move my left arm. No, it's not a strap. It's in the
Ain't
shoulder.
nobody giving any excuses either.
Yeah, you can do delivery for drugstores. You can do all that stuff. Do do the shift or whatever it is for the grocery stores. Do the shopping.
There is so much help out there.
Yep.
You just got to ask for it. You got to talk to people about it.
Yep. If I actually,
when I was lawn care, taking care of my mother, I never knew until I was told, do you get paid for taking care of her? But I'm talking long term.
yeah,
And you can get paid to take care of your mother.
yeah, you can get paid to take care of your mother and if she needs long-term care.
I said, I didn't expect anything like that. And they said, you have to depend on being there with her.
Right.
Yeah, I know about that.
And that's an option too. You don't know what's going to happen when she comes home now.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, you could.
I had 9 strokes before
Mhm.
the last stroke took him out.
Right.
So, and he didn't quit working after the first stroke. He bounced back. You never know.
You could deliver parts for these parts stores because a lot of parts stores had delivery persons. Oh, we got an Advance Auto in Adrian. Okay, they have 5 delivery trucks, and they are constantly out running all day long delivering parts to all these garages. They got one guy that runs down to Toledo, and he may run to Toledo 4 or 5 times a day to pick up parts that are needed for for up here in Adrian. He'll run down there. He'll grab one part. He'll no more than get back, and he'll have to run back down and grab 4 or 5 parts and bring them back to the store because they don't have them. Or on his way back, they'll call him and say, "Hey, go back and get this and this and this and this," and it depends on how far he is. So, but there's lots of things that you can do. If I had a better vehicle, a newer vehicle, I'd probably do. I'd probably do DoorDash here because there isn't much Ubering around here. We live in a small city. There's only 30,000 people here, so it doesn't. And they got transportation buses and stuff like that. But I would probably do DoorDash or do the Secret Shopper or Shift Shopper or something like that.
Nixon, I do realize everything you guys are telling me. It's going to be hard for me to get everything started up, okay?
Yeah, see, you can start up a phone sex line, 1-900. Scott King said, hell, he even paid to talk to you. Guess what I'm going to do?
I was going to say that. We start a 1-900 so I can talk to you, Scott.
I'm going to take a gallon of baby oil and rub it all over my body.
Sorry. I'd rather strip in front of a bunch of bachelorettes.
Oh, God. That's something that's burned in my mind forever.
Hey, I guarantee you I'll make some dough. Because I'll tell you, I'll get those women going. When I walk in there and I'm like this, look, dog, look. I'll be like this. They love it. They would be throwing money at me. Because they would love it because I'm a big man who's not afraid to shake his stuff. And you already know I ain't afraid to shake my stuff.
Yeah.
I did it live on YouTube and thousands of people watching it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do a female impersonation of a 1-900. Yeah, this is Lolita. How are you?
See, Scott, I don't understand you. Why you say I sound and talk so much like a bitch?
Do your female voice. Do your female voice.
Is that
Do
what he
your
meant?
thing. Yeah, that's what he means. You sound like a bitch. You'd be able to do a good 900 number. Yeah, my name's Lolita. How are you doing? What's your name? Your name's Scott. Well, hi, Scott. Hey, how would you like me to rub baby oil?
That's friggin' sick, man.
How many of them? How many of them 1-900 numbers do you think are actually men? I bet about 40 or 50%.
And how many of those 1-900 numbers are even still in service? Let's
A
be
lot of them.
honest.
A lot of them.
You got to be one poor ass asshole to want to do phone sex.
Why? All you gotta do is sit at your house, answer the phone, and talk for 10 minutes and make $19.99. You
I
do that
suppose
five
that could be useful. Yeah.
You do that 4 or 5 times a day. $100 is $100. Hell, didn't you ever seen that guy with a T-shirt? I'm not gay, or no, I don't suck. I don't suck. But for $20 or $20 is $20. That
Who
was I
knows?
used to have.
Maybe I'll go walk over to the movie flicks place and see if they need a new guy for their videos.
There you go. Do porn. You could be a fluffer. You could do a fluff. You could be a fluffer. $20 is $20.
A BBM, big beautiful man.
Yeah. Yeah, you can move to the Cayman Islands. Yeah, I know Cornbread. Cornbread says when your mom gets better and you guys get past this, then we can give you hell. No.
I think you guys give me hell anyway.
We're just trying to give you some guidance, Steve. That's all we're trying to do is give you some guidance. You may get mad about it or whatever, but we're trying to point you in the right direction. Whether you go that way, down that path, that is your own free will and choosing.
You want me to tell you how I got the chain though?
How?
I applied for credit and they gave me a $10,000 credit limit, and I bought the chain and I cut the card up and I never paid it off.
Yeah.
So my credit is effed.
Right. So basically, you owe them for that credit for that chain.
Yep.
And right now they're accumulating interest on that, so you probably owe them $40,000 on that $8,000 chain. So, because that interest keeps built. They don't care. 50 years from now, they're still charging you interest on that money. So, even if they go bankrupt, they're still going to get a judgment on you for that interest on that card. So. You're right, Ma.
Yeah, I did it to myself, Grizz.
Welcome back there, Christy. It does. Yeah, at least you're right, put some effort into it, Kath. Yeah, Ma Barker. You're absolutely right.
I'll
My
see.
whole
Maybe I
question-
can put the chain up on offer up or something for like $5,000 and see if somebody tags it.
Well, there you go. But I don't know, man.
Hey, this is California, you know. There's a lot of rapper dudes out here.
Well, I tell you what, I damn sure wouldn't let them put it around their neck before they paid you, because all they could do is put it around their neck and then take off running. You'll never catch them, and you'll be out $5,000.
Or if they put a gun to my head and say, give it to me.
Yeah. So that's why you want to do it. If you're going to sell it, do it in a police parking lot. So I'll meet you over here at the Los Angeles County Sheriff Department parking lot. If you want to buy it, that's where we're going to meet. You always, especially if you're selling something high dollar, you always want to meet someplace where there's going to be law enforcement. Just saying. You're welcome, Christy. You're right. You're right, Grizz. This is not the worst thing that's going to happen to you in your life there, Steve. Okay. This is not the worst thing. The only thing worse than losing your mother or your father, okay, is, or a brother or sister, is losing a child. Okay. Like, your mom being sick, that's a hurdle you have to jump. But it's not one of the worst things that's ever going to happen to you in your life.
Thank God I ain't never going to have no kids.
Well, yeah, but when something happens to your niece, that can hit you harder than hell too.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen.
Well, the way the situation is with the world today, a stray bullet can come from anywhere because they're shooting kids left and right anymore. They don't care. Where was that the other day? They shot a woman right in the trunk of the car. Went right through the trunk of the car and killed her 6-year-old son in his car seat. Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, it was in Los Angeles, I think, or something like that. So, I don't understand what's going on in the world today.
But as far as everything else, my sister has done well for herself in her life. She can more take care of her own family,
I understand that, but there's a lot of things that aren't in your control. I think about this little guy every day. His name was Lance. My nephew, my sister-in-law's son, he was only a couple months old. And he passed away in our house the day before Christmas. Was it Christmas Eve or the 23rd? I can't remember. It was the 23rd or 24th of December. Christmas Eve, I think it was. And I'll never forget that day because she was out sleeping in the living room, and I got up, was making coffee, and she woke up and she said, "What time is it?" I said, 7 o'clock. She said, "Well, he hasn't woken up," and there he was. He was still warm but clammy. I grabbed him, put him on the table, took off opened up his onesie, and I started doing CPR on him. and I couldn't bring them back. And until you live that one time, you'll never know what holding somebody's life in your hands is all about, and something that you have no control over. I couldn't bring them back, and I think about that little guy all the time.
I understand that, I think.
You're right. Kathy was her mom's caregiver for 10 years. You're right, Junkyard. Did you guys have to, I don't know, Junkyard. Did you have to do that? I'm sorry to hear that, Junkyard. I did not know that. Hmm. I'm kind of speechless. That would be devastating, honestly, Junkyard. That would be devastating. So, don't answer you on that. Oh, I can imagine. Did you read what Junkyard wrote? Yeah. So,
I'm just saying, there's even help out there that say she had to have a hospital bed.
mm-hmm.
I've been there.
Yeah. So you just Steve, you just gotta get when you're at the hospital or the nursing home when she's in there doing her rehab, you talk to them and you ask, you tell them, hey, is she gonna need a hospital bed? Is she gonna need a bedpan? Is she gonna need this? Is she gonna need that? And if she does, you ask them, where can I go about seeing if I can get some help getting this stuff? And these people will be more than generous enough to you to give you the information. Sometimes they'll even give you some of this stuff, if they have it that they can get rid of. They might not give you a brand new hospital bed, but you'll get one, with a decent mattress on it and everything else that she can use. It depends. So, and her insurance might pay for some of that. So.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I'm sure that her insurance will help with some of that, at least the bedpans or whatever. I don't know about getting a hospital bed.
Well, I seen the time where they told me she couldn't come home.
Right, unless she had without a hospital bed. Yeah.
And I made it happen.
Yep.
Of course, my mother was COPD, full on oxygen.
Right. That's a hard lesson to learn there, Cornbread, isn't it? But I guess you learned it, didn't you? So, yeah, the hospital social worker law, they'll help you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skeeter was saying, I couldn't think of the word.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what my sister is already doing for my mom.
Right.
You will do what you have to do, whatever she needs.
Whatever it takes to get her home, get her healthy, and get her back. So, yeah, you're right.
I did.
But you know, you may not think your mom may not need a hospital bed, but it might be hard for if your mom's got some slight paralysis or whatever. It might be hard for her to sit up. It might be hard for her to get out of that bed. So yeah.
I see what you're saying.
So just the social worker and the physical therapist and the doctors will know more, and they can help guide you through all this. So, yeah, hospice supplies him with everything he needs. Scott, yeah. So, yeah. So, the guy we bought our house from used to work for a pharmacy, and that's all he did was he set up hospital beds, and he set up oxygen machines. He would come over and see. This is how I knew about this house. Kathy knew about this house. Is he would come over and see her mom, check her machine, and then check her oxygen levels once a month. Make sure her machine was good. Make sure she had plenty of oxygen bottles, and check her oxygen. And he was talking one day. He said, "Hey, you know anybody that's looking to buy a house?" And Kathy told me about 2 or 3 weeks later. So I come over and looked at it. And we bought this house, yeah. That's something you have to live with in your entire life there, huh, Cornbread? But if she could see you now. So. Right. Yeah, you got to watch out for these. You're better off to get her into a rehabilitation place that is actually not privately owned. Okay. A privately owned nursing home. You want to get her into a county nursing home or something, or a state-owned nursing home, because a privately owned nursing home that does physical rehabilitation is like a privately owned prison. They will keep that prisoner in there forever because they get paid for it. Oh, you're here for 3 years? Well, you just violated this. Now you're here for 3 years and 10 months. It happens all the time. Because
this is a rehab place that was picked by Kaiser.
Okay.
So it should be a good one because, they got Kaiser Permanente, man. They got some damn good doctors.
Yeah, but there's no insurance that picks a place because it's good. They pick a place because it's cheap.
No, I hope that's not the case, sir.
That's the hard reality. Insurance companies are in it to make money. Okay.
And they won't be able to keep my mom. I guarantee you that. If I have to go up in there, throw my mom over my freaking shoulder and drag her out of the place, I will.
No, what they'll say is, hey, we think she needs more physical therapy, and they'll extend her stay, because the longer if they extend her stay 1 day into the next month, they get paid for a whole month. Okay? So if they say August 1st, the 31st of July, she's coming home. And they say, no, let's keep her a little bit longer. So they get her in there August 1st. August 1st, she's in there for a whole month. August 2nd, they say, wow, she's made a remarkable progress. I think she can go home now. They're going to charge for that whole month because that's the way nursing homes are. They get a month. So, for every month, for every day, if she's in there one day, they're going to charge for a month. It's just a fact of life. Yep, the amount of time. Then, and when the payment stops, that's when they'll make her out. Yep, they'll make a remarkable recovery the last day. You're right. Oh, she's doing great because you know why? The insurance is done paying. That's right. You tell them your mom's broken. They say she's cured the next day. I'm telling you. It's all a money game. Isn't that right, Kat? Great.
It's cold outside, guys. It's 49 degrees.
Shit, that ain't cold. That's beautiful weather. Scott King knows what we're talking about. That's right. This time, yeah. Yeah, the last day, yeah. Yeah, even if she needs more time, it's over with because they're not going to pay no more. Yep.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, well, he had a hunting partner, and they had Kaiser insurance. Yeah, so I've never heard of Kaiser. So I used to have Blue Cross Blue Shield at one time. That was probably one of the best in the country. And then they got cheap. Blue Cross Blue Shield used to pay for everything years ago. When I was a kid growing up, there was no co-pays, no deductibles, or nothing like that. This Blue Cross Blue Shield paid for it. You walked in there, you give them your card, you didn't have to pay nothing. It was paid for. And then they decided they wanted deductibles and co-payments and all this other stuff.
There's one good thing that I did hear from the doctor, and I talked to one of the top docs, over there. I want the top doc up in here checking out my mom. And so he did, and he said, I've dealt with thousands of stroke patients, and he said the way he figures my mom is the state that she's in, he knows that she can be brought back at least to 95% normal.
You're right there, Grizz. Once, yeah, they don't have any. It's not no good more cornbread, but it was excellent back then, man.
My dad, let me tell you a story here. Probably about 10 years ago or so, my stepfather, Matt, was in a deep depression, long story short. And he attempted suicide. He took his Valiums, and he swallowed 100 of them. And my dad was found nearly dead on the couch, and they took him to the hospital and all that. They pumped his stomach out, gave him the adrenaline rush, cleaned him out and all that. And he actually fell into a coma. And while he was in the coma, he had a stroke, a massive one, and was all screwed up. And it took my dad 3 months to come back to normal.
Right.
My dad was fully normal again. I'm just hoping and praying to God that the stroke did not severely screw her up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, I completely understand.
You wouldn't even have known my dad had a stroke, but he did.
Right.
My mom was telling me, she told me the story. She was like, your dad was tore up. His face was all drooped down and everything. But, as they took care of him, put him through all that therapy and stuff, he came back to 100%. With no loss of short-term or long-term memory.
Right. All right, everybody. It's 9 o'clock. I got to get out of here. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace, y'all. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, stay cool if you have to, but stay yourself and stay healthy. And remember the first responders, doctors, nurses, firemen, EMT, and the police, their lives all matter. And if you have to put a color in front of lives matter, you're a racist because every life matters. Every life is the same. Are you shitting me? Nobody clicked on the lemons but cornbread?
I clicked on them, didn't I?
I don't know. Cornbread got all 105.9 of them.
I didn't even see the thing.
Yeah. So. All right, everybody. Y'all take care. Have a blessed day.